And one of the other things that I feel is a part of God's nature is this: the quality of simplicity. That's why there's Razor's theorem. You know, whatever is the most simple explanation is probably the truth, and that is why, because God, as an inherent part of her nature, is this desire for simplicity. If we're humble enough to accept the simple, we can often discover the very most powerful things in the universe as a result. If we're constantly attracted to the complex, you know, so in other words, what's the opposite simple of complex? We're constantly attracted to the complex. We're not going to discover much of the universe at all. And there are people who are so addicted to their own intelligence that they want to only examine the complex, and they can't even conceive of examining the simple. And yet examining the simple, they would far exceed their current abilities to examine the complex. So I feel this is all part of God's beautiful nature being demonstrated through all of these things occurring. Yeah.
And it's very loving, obviously, to make it possible, therefore, for everybody to learn about the universe. Yes,
and that's why I said, like, if you become like a child loves the simple in terms of understanding, you know. So if we focus on the simple things, I'm not saying that there won't be very complex things in the universe to understand. I'm saying if we focus on the simple thing, which is divine love entering our soul, that's very, very simple to understand. A 2-year-old child can understand it. Anybody can do it. And so we focus on that simple thing. All these other things, all this other complexity, all this other knowledge, all this other understanding, all this other love, all this other truth, all these other qualities that are a part of God all become a part of myself. And so my nature changes automatically. If I focus on the complex, I won't understand anything about the universe in the long run. And that's why in the long run, the people who are still focused on the complex have stagnated in their progression in the 6th dimension of the spirit world. They cannot progress beyond that point because they don't understand one of God's qualities, simplicity. Just one quality that is not understood can stagnate an entire life. One quality of God that we don't understand can stagnate our life for as long as we choose to stagnate our life. Yeah. And that's a scary thought in a way, because we could ignore one quality of God, and that one quality of God could be the only reason why we're not progressing. Yeah.